Hello techies. Let's discuss interview question and answers of Grunt. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms. Grunt interview questions and answers. 1. What is Grunt? JavaScript challenge runner Grunt can automate tasks like collecting, unit testing, checking for JS problems, and more. Those tasks are no longer a concern once they've been set up. 2. In JavaScript, where is Grunt used? A grunt is a code shortening aid that is employed when functional or comparable operations must be invoked repeatedly. Code can be simplified greatly, and the best part is that programmers are able to keep up with the pace regardless of the functions they are performing at any one time. Users do not have to be concerned about anything because JavaScript is a method that may be considered for many applications. 3. Is Grunt easy to set up and configure? Grunt requires two files to be added to the system after it has been installed. 1. Package.json. NPM uses this file to collect and store metadata for projects that are published as NPM modules. NPM uses this file to collect and store metadata for projects that are published as NPM modules. 2. Gruntfile. NPM uses this file to collect and store metadata for projects that are published as NPM modules. All Grunt plugins, as well as Grunt that your project is utilizing, will be listed here. To configure or specify tasks, and to load Grunt plugins, this file is named gruntfile.js. 4. How would you describe Grunt? An excellent JavaScript task manager, it has many features and capabilities. While working on a task, operators have access to capabilities that are beyond their comprehension. 5. How well known is Grunt at the moment? What are the chances? Even in large-scale corporations, Grunt is being utilized as a management tool. It has also been hailed as one of the best trial tools and seminars by a number of experts. In addition, other factors, such as dependability, have contributed to its success. In reality, Grunt can be relied upon to complete a project without any concerns. 6. Is Grunt capable of automating the work of programmers? Many processes may be automated using Grunt that guarantees results devoid of any pathogens, which is the current IT industry's primary need. Grunt always makes sure that the same can be minimized to the maximum extent possible when companies invest a considerable amount of money testing the projects. 7. How much do you know about Grunt's configuration? After installing Grunt technology over Node.js, users must undertake the last setup step, which entails adding two separate files to the Grunt configuration directory. The following are examples. Gruntfile.js. Package.json. While the Grunt file ensures that the job is configured properly, the task of package. JSON is to save the project's metadata. 8. The final Grunt output can have any name, or does it have to be chosen from the default? It can be given any name, but it cannot be given a file name that is already taken by another file. 9. Is it possible to run the multiple tasks together in Grunt? It's possible to imagine it. You have a choice of two possible approaches for this project. The Grunt CLI makes it feasible to execute two different versions of the component at the same time, which is a common use case for the component. 10. Do you know how to use Grunt technology in a few steps? In the following instances, Grunt technology can be utilized. The first step is to merge the given files together. Running a test. Minimization of script length. 11. How much do you know about the Grunt CLI command line tool? What is the importance of this? Grunt's command line interface is all you need to run the leads. In addition, it can be given as a command line tool for using Grunt. No matter where you are, you may access it from any location with ease. 12. Does Gruntfile.js allow users to load the Grunt plugin? It is, of course, possible to do so. This grunt can be dealt with the following command. Load npm tasks, grunt contribution uglify. This command should only be used if the plugins you're loading have been installed. 13. How many popular Grunt plugins can you name? Grunt plugins that are regularly used include Watch, Concat, Uglify, Sass, ImageMin, CSSMin. 14. Why is Task Runner necessary? Task runners are the unsung heroes of most web and mobile applications, quietly working behind the scenes. Workflows like concatenating files, starting up new development servers, and generating code are all made easier with task runners. 15. Why do we use grunches? Grunt has grown in prominence, and there are a plethora of plugins available. These plugins are perfect for automating a wide range of tasks with the utmost efficiency. Task runners like Grunt technology are used to automate repetitive JavaScript activities like minification, compilation, and linting. Custom tasks defined in a file can be run using its use at the command line, a Grunfile. 16. How can I find out what Grunt modules/plugins are? Grunt modules can be found in the npm repository of node.js. For the most part, they're installed using Grunt, and legitimate Grunt plugins are installed with Grunt control. 17. What are the advantages? The following are a few advantages of working with grunches. JavaScript chores and static content may be handled by too many predefined plugins that can be accessed via Grunt. Web developers can now use Grunt in their day-to-day job. Because it has less structure, Grunt makes it easier to work with fresh base programs. 18. Mention the procedure of how Gruntfile.js can make use of the package.json. To begin, the Grunt file's organizational structure must be clear. Now it's time to let him learn everything from his pack and keep it safe. Using the package JSON file will allow Grunt to take advantage of the capabilities in the file. 19. It's important to understand how the option save dev works. Is it ever used? Grunt is installed using this option. As soon as we select Install as our installation choice, the meta-analysis will be established and attached to the program. JSON. It is also possible to add it by hand to get eligible results or use only a subset of the metadata. In small-scale project management, this is a frequent strategy. 20. How do programmers benefit from Grunt's automation? In fact, Grunt can do a wide range of jobs that guarantee bug-free results, which is currently the most important need in IT. A large amount of money must be spent on testing projects, and grunting all the time ensures that this can be minimized to the maximum extent. 21. What command do you need to use to remove Grunt from your system? This npm uninstall Grunt can be used to perform all of the following actions. Note that after installing Grunt you will need to delete some files manually if you have been using the Grunt technology for some time. When you remove Grunt from a technique, not all files must be erased. 22. If you notice a tilde sign in package, what should you do? What exactly is JSON stand for? After it displays, it indicates a requirement for an application update. When a new version is released, this message informs users that the current version can be upgraded to the new one. 23. Is it feasible to use Grunt to check for JS errors? Grunt may be used to check for JS errors, of course. In most cases, Grunt technology takes care of the labor. But, if necessary, it is possible to alter the results using a separate display screen. Grunt is believed to have a substantially lower risk of errors. 24. Using this method, what is the primary objective, and may it be beneficial in the long run? Using Grunt has resulted in many excellent outcomes. Its primary goal is to automate a variety of necessary tasks. When it comes to tedious, time-consuming duties, computer programmers and creators may always ensure that the compilation and testing are correct. 25. When utilizing Grunt, what are the most important considerations? In the first place, you should look for a more recent version of the software. When dealing with a simple problem, the developer must pay attention to the device's performance. Having the most recent Grunt eliminates all error possibilities and ensures the best written code is used in development. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel to know more about such interesting technologies. Watch other videos in our Upptalk channel.